Who's taking the last shot for Team USA?
My bet is Curry. He's going to make a dagger three.
LeBron, come on now.
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron. You got to give it to LeBron. Yeah.
Cole all over Steph. LeBron drives for the lead. He puts it in.
Well, I guess we got the answer to that question, with LeBron James hitting the game winner against South Sudan. Wait, hold up. Why did Team USA need a game winner against South Sudan? A team with LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Joel Embiid nearly lost to South Sudan? I mean, no disrespect, but this is the starting lineup for South Sudan, and this is the starting lineup for Team USA. This is how many All-Star appearances that lineup has combined, and this is how many Team USA have. That's without even mentioning a bench full of superstars. A bench where every single one of those players would be the most decorated player on South Sudan's roster. So again, how did Team USA nearly lose? Well, let's say it as it is. South Sudan might not have the talent of USA or other teams in the world, but there's a reason they're in the Olympics. They compete hard, they have length and versatility on defense, and they might not have a team full of LeBron Jameses and Steph Currys, but they still have some very, very talented players. And at the end of the day, no matter how much talent you have, basketball is still a very simple sport. It's a make or miss game. So when Team USA shot 16 of 36 from 3 against Serbia, they were able to blow out one of the best teams in the world. But when they shot 7 of 28, making half as many threes as South Sudan, that's a pretty sizable gap in scoring to make up for. Luckily for USA, there was one guy who made up for the lack of three-point shots being made. You might have heard about him. This guy called LeBron James.
A quick outlet feed for LeBron. Too easy.
Who went off for 23 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds on 70% shooting to go along with some typical LeBron plays.
James, LeBron, aggressive. How about that?
I've said it before, but this is not a real human. He is 39 years old. He's so old that his son is in the NBA right now, and still on any given night, with a team full of the best players on earth, LeBron can still be the best of any of those players. Even after Joel Embiid pretty much called him washed just prior to the game. I'm being so serious. This is what Joel Embiid had to say about Team USA's expectations, and more specifically, LeBron. The LeBron now is not the LeBron that was a couple of years ago, so it's a big difference. Everyone would also tell you, and you can see for yourself, the athletic LeBron, dominant that he was a couple of years ago, is not the same that he is now. I think people get fooled by the names on paper, but those names have been built throughout their career, and now they're older. They're not what they used to be. Let's make things clear. This is not Philadelphia. You can't throw James Harden, Ben Simmons, Doc Rivers, and every other person under the bus to avoid criticism. If Team USA do not win gold, it will be a catastrophic failure. Luckily, through 4 games, USA have had guys consistently come up with winning plays despite what Joel Embiid might have to say. And if you want to talk about winning plays, let me introduce you to Mr. Winning Play himself, Jrue Holiday. With the game separated by 8 points and 2 minutes left in the third, Jrue did what he does. Full court pressing Deng, mirroring his every move before the quick hands, and look at this. Deng gives up on the play, but Holiday jumps out of bounds, saving it and throwing it back to LeBron, who, well... This is why Jrue Holiday was one of the first names on the sheet for Team USA, because it's more than just an effort thing on defense. Jrue Holiday is an artist on that end of the floor, and he wasn't done there, because 20 seconds later, he's full court pressing, again mirroring every single move and forcing a turnover, before going down the other end and showing that he's no scrub on offense either. And all of a sudden, an 8-point lead for South Sudan had been turned into a 3-point game from the hands of Jrue Holiday, which was followed by LeBron pushing the pace in transition to find Devin Booker for 3, and then, well, a play that only one man on earth can consistently make. And that right there was the difference in the game for Team USA. Because even though it came down to a LeBron game winner, and South Sudan continued to fight to the very end, that run to end the quarter, going from an 11-point deficit to a 5-point lead in the span of 3 minutes, changed everything. But when he was needed most, in the final quarter of the game, it was that old man who once again came up clutch. You saw the game winner, but that was not the only bucket he made in the fourth. Just look at him here bringing the ball up the floor and casually knocking down the pull-up three-pointer. 20 seconds later, he brings the ball up the floor again, this time being aggressively pressed, and that's a bad move, because even at 50 years old, he is still too quick, too strong, and too skillful to give him a driving lane to the rim. With all of this leading up to the final play of the game, where it was a classic LeBron James bucket, with that quick move and then just a blur to the rim. I'll say it again, you do not have to be a LeBron stan to appreciate this man. In fact, I have sometimes not appreciated him because just how annoying the repeated discussion is around LeBron and MJ. But let's just enjoy the fact that we are watching one of the greatest athletes in human history for one of the last times. Now, as great as LeBron was, he did get some help, with his teammate Anthony Davis having yet another double-double, providing that energy on both ends of the floor that he's given USA every single game so far. Joel Embiid also made some plays, despite still not looking like the Joel Embiid we saw during the regular season, but it was a step in the right direction, and you got some crucial plays from the likes of Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, the list goes on, but there is one player who deserves some credit. One player who was ridiculed, even by his own teammate. Yes, Jaylen Brown was so shocked that Derek White made the team over him that he claimed Nike was blackballing him from the Olympic squad. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea, but I do know that Derek White made an impact in this game against South Sudan. No bigger impact than on the very last possession of the game, where it was none other than Derek White who came up with a block against Wenyen Gabriel on the putback attempt. That is 6'9" Wenyen Gabriel getting blocked by 6'4" Derek White, which shouldn't be a shock to anyone who's watched Derek White play basketball, because these are the kind of things he does. Not to mention the 5 assists he provided in just 11 minutes of action. He might not be the most talented player in the NBA. He's not even a top 3 talent on his own team, but you need guys that will do the dirty work and are also capable of adding some juice to the team's offense as well. And it was those two Celtics guards that were huge difference makers for Team USA, alongside a couple of usual suspects. And this game should serve as a reminder to everyone, including myself, that whilst Team USA are the most talented team in the world by a long shot, that does not make them invincible. It should also stop people from going on TV and saying things like this.
Man, they probably ain't got nobody over 6'3". We got South Sudan. No, look, this game we gonna play Langston Galloway, Michael Powder, and we still gonna win by 30.
Not that we should take anything serious from that show, but still. Now, if you made it to the end of the video and want to see more content like this all throughout the Olympics and going forward into the NBA season, I'll be working on that every single day, so consider subscribing. It's free. Dropping a like on the video would be much appreciated. Either way, I hope you have a very great day. Bye.